just gotten started here, and already these guys have been handed a really difficult decision to make. And this is a big piece of the puzzle right here. Maybe a no-brainer, but a great pick regardless. We've already had a New York Giant be selected in this draft. Now here's a chance for a teammate to join him. This is a pretty telling pick here. Do you go for a big bruiser up front, or get yourself someone who could be a difference maker at a skill position? So with a handful of starters already nailed down, you have to ask yourself, do you dare go for depth, or do you just... Yeah, that's the kind of guy who can elevate that entire unit. He's a very talented addition. Still some big holes remaining to be filled. Here's where you may have to go after a lower-rated player just to make sure you get... Oh, this guy's a rare talent and a huge upgrade over what they had before. And there's a pick that'll certainly help. Maybe not an impact signing, but you're not going to hit a home run every round. Still a few holes on this roster, and not a lot of time left to do anything about it. And with time running short, you've got to hope some guys fall into your lap, or you could be left with some real holes on your roster. Boy, a tough choice here, but one that any organization would love to have. How do you go wrong with these three guys? Yeah, here's a spot where the fan base would be clamoring for a skill player. But do you listen to them or go after someone who can help you up front? Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available.
Last round. Who do I get? Oh, this sounds terrible.
Both offensive and defensive options here. They might have to ask themselves which side of the ball needs more attention.
That was a terrible draft.
Thank you, Larry. Brandon Gaudin, along with Charles Davis here in the booth. We are set for a spectacular draft champions matchup and some spectacular talent on your screen right now. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get down to the field for kickoff. Champions matchup
let's go.
and some spectacular talent on your screen right now. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get down to the field for kickoff. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in Draft Champions. This will be fielded at the 6.
Let's stop.
On first down, Wentz under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Mark Barron from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. Let's go. Now Wentz throwing on second down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They do go for it. It's Wentz. And Graham's got it over the middle. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. On first down, it's Smith. And his first look is incomplete. Gavin Escobar, his big tight end, was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Gino now to throw. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Throwing again is Smith, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. C.J. Fedorowicz taking it in, and the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Now it's Wilson. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time.
Huh?
I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean,
I ain't taking no L's.
oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
No, I'm not going to beat you. I'm not just going to
now
quit.
for Adrian Peterson. 3 yards is the pickup.
I'm not going to beat you, but I ain't just going to quit.
11 here on third down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team defensive tackles, because we asked them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And this is going to be incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
And wow, fortunately he was able to get it back, but it's left his guys in a bit of a hole here. Jarvis Landry, past the 20. Touchdown, Bengals.
They really capitalized on that one, didn't they?
Yeah.
Short kick, and they brought it all the way back.
Yeah, you start thinking, wow, maybe he can take it to the 35, get us in great shape. Heck, he just took it the whole way.
Yeah, no sense stopping when they're not going to stop you. Take it all the way in.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Oh, he slipped right by him. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space, the big guys leading the way.
He's got his man on the crossing route. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles, and really scatter some people, can't they?
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Peterson alone in the backfield. To throw is Wentz. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. John Brown, 43 yards. And the Bills draw a bit closer. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Boy, a little panic here early. A first quarter onside kick. The Bills say they have it, and they do. That first quarter onside kick recovered. We like these, though. They keep us on our toes up here in the booth.
No doubt about that. You know that file that we tend to keep that says traditional, conventional? Those get torn up in a big way on that one, didn't they?
Absolutely. But, hey, it works. In the slot on the right is Graham. Wentz now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Once again here on 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And he comes back with one complete. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Let's go. I knew he was going to quit. Let's go. I knew he was going to quit. He's trash. Try to say, oh, I got stuff to do, just quit the match. No, I ain't gonna quit the match. I'm gonna come back and bust you. All I had to do was get that one touchdown. That one touchdown. He was gonna quit. Let's go. Play another one. Let's go. Looking good so far. I haven't played Madden in a minute. Let's go. Oh, second game. Let's get another W. I'm only doing the 4-1 because I just used all my other tickets. But
All right, Larry, hope everyone is settled in for a great Draft Champions contest. Here, lucky to witness it. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. These guys that you see on your screen, they won't be witnessing. They will be participating in what should be an excellent game. Let's get down to the field. It's time for kick.
I get ball first.
Two teams here amped and ready for football, and off we go in week 2 of Draft Champions. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. In the slot on the right is Graham. On first down, Wentz. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Jimmy Graham, 63 yards. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Just how they wanted to start this one in the end zone on their first possession.
And that just happened. How about that play right there? As you said, opening possession, setting the tone for everything. I'm going to look forward a little bit now because everyone should be celebrating his catch in the end zone. The tight end gets a little bit of love. But if you're a receiver on the team, you should be thinking to yourself, boy, oh boy, things are going to open up the rest of the game if they have to focus on him as well.
My defense needs a little bit of work.
Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
McNair to throw. This is Yeldon on the dump-off. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up a third down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now McNair looking for a first down throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. Randall Cobb, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get the top speed and complete that play.
And the Bills are going to recover. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. And here the hook up good to Victor Cruz. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you? Looking for Cruz, and it's intercepted. And an alley to run. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
It is currently 1-2.
On second down, McNair. He sets to fire deep. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. So ways to go here on 3rd and 10.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the right hash, this from 48.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
Peterson alone in the backfield. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And that's one of his advantages of a passer is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle. He can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just goes right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Throwing on first. Wide open receiver complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Marvin Harrison, 26 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Right there.
And following the touchdown, Josh Scobie now will kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
T.J. Yeldon. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. T.J. Yeldon, 83 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Big mistake here by the kicker, kicking it out of bounds.
The one that drives coaches crazy. Keep it in the field of play and let your guys cover.
Two seconds to go, first quarter. Peterson alone in the backfield. Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw is incomplete. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And he fires one incomplete. Adrian Peterson was the intended target. And it's 3rd down. Ten yards to go on 3rd. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Here we go. 3-19.
Wentz now on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver, so he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game. Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them. When I was playing, all our defensive coaches talked about when you're near your own goal line and you're trying to stop them from getting in, your heart gets tested. What a nice play on the last down.
A lot of heart on second. Do they have the heart on third? Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
They'll come out in the pistol. Wentz going to go on 4th down. Looking for Cruz, and it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So 2 minutes to
scored
go
once.
in
I did
a
outside kick.
wild
Got outside
first
kick. Scored
half.
again. He quit.
Back with more from
He was
Jacksonville.
like, just
Don't
quit.
go
He was like, I got
anywhere.
stuff to do.
We'll
I
be
was like,
back after
oh,
this.
shit, we started the game in the first.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Here's McNair. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Okay.
One thing I know
After
from
that, you
experience
here we
is
can
that when the
play
deep ball is thrown
advanced
and you're the
weapon.
defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Out of the gun, it's McNair. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back
Medea?
at the 45.
After this,
A loss of a yard, and it
I'm in the
brings
middle
up
of making a YouTube video here.
The expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Here's Brad Wing now to punt it away on 4th down. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete.
I knew he was going to fake.
And it does not pay off. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
So 2nd and 10 here. In the slot on the right is Graham.
All right, here we go.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A nice pick up there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And with that completion, he's now now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. To throw is Wentz. And Grant's got it over the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jimmy Graham with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills have broken the tie.
Get out of here. Watch out. Come on.
No, he missed the PAT.
Make that.
No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. And following the touchdown, Josh Scobie now will kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive team.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On second down, here's Yeldon. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. Now the Bills will take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guy.
And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive. Go after it.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Victor Cruz in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half.
Good
way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And here now come the Falcons. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
So no one is on the live right now.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. And he stopped immediately there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
One receiver left, three to the right. On second down, McNair. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20.
Wow.
Touchdown, Falcons. Randall Cobb. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. And I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been. But it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They try to fire up the run game with Adrian Peterson. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without...
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Marvin Harrison, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Bills will extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And following the touchdown, Josh Scobie now will kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
One receiver left, 3 to the right. McNair. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He was able to get a hand in and knock it away. Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on third down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Telvin Smith in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Here's Brad Wing now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And look at this, another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter, punch.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jimmy Graham, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back,
I missed the line.
a guy who runs the football. In this case, It's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And following the touchdown, Josh Scobie now will kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Now McNair, he's going to let it go again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jalen Strong, the intended receiver.
There he goes. That's the second one today. Alright guys, well that's gonna be the end of this video. Today's gonna be a double upload. But right now I'm about to just go and just go eat food, and I'll be back for the next 2 games for the 2 or 4. And I'll see you guys later.